Alright guys, welcome to the latest on cryptocurrency price range. Today we are going to take a look at 11 coins and see how they're doing. I also want to thank you for your support, and some of you guys I haven't talked to in a long time, so thank you for the ideas on improving this channel. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research before you invest. Alright, so we're going to start with ADA. So let's see how it's doing since the last time we did this. Look like it's still maintaining inside the range. It's holding between 190 and 135. It does look, unfortunately, the 50 EMA has crossed my other two EMAs with a red cloud, and my chicken sand is below with nothing holding it back. Even though it does have a strong sentiment of staying 135, chances are it might dip below it. See if it can find some buyers before it can fight above it. It seems like it wants to stay strong up here, but it looks like it might break below it just by the way it's looking. So I guess we'll see if it's going to stay in this area between 98 cents and 135, or if it's going to be rejected very quickly and brought back up. But for one thing it's going to do for sure, it might come back up to the 150 before pulling back down below the 135. So this will be an interesting one to see which direction it wants to go first. So I guess we'll keep an eye on that one, but it definitely still bearish on this one. It's going to go down. Alright, for Bitcoin, if it loads fast enough, there it goes. Yeah, still being pushed to the downside. It keeps retesting this area, but the 38 keeps coming up, but it keeps getting rejected. It's still looking like it's going down. It does have some bullish moves, so it might actually looking pretty. It's in between. It's like it wants to come up, it wants to go down. It might come back up to the 38, but the chances are that unless it breaks above the 39, it might get rejected again. If it can get above the 39, it'll start running all the way up to 41. So that. This one's going to be kind of interesting because it's still kind of weak. It doesn't have enough legs to push yet, but nothing is impossible. Let's see where this one's going to take us. Alright, Etherium. Oops, sorry about that. And Ethereum is still falling. It doesn't have much to work with at the moment. It is. My 50 EMA is definitely pulling away from the other two, so there might be an opportunity here for Ethereum to run up to around the 2,500 before getting pushed back down. So it might go up before it goes down just because it's getting too much distance between it, and the market always likes to stay balanced. But in overall, unless it breaks above the 2,700, it will get rejected and it will just keep going down for the moment. So it'll be interesting to see if it's going to play in this area. Alright. HNT for Helium. Alright, so definitely it's holding its ground. It doesn't want to go down anymore, but same thing. It might actually come back a little bit up to 13 bucks before deciding which way it wants to go. It's trying to hold its ground. It wants to go up, but with everything that's going on, if it does go back up to the $14, chances are it's going to get bounced down. So we might start seeing tomorrow, which is Monday, a lot of green, a lot of push to the upside, a lot of people being happy with sentiments of, like, you know, Bitcoin is coming back, but it's going to be very short-lived. It's just going to be a very short run before getting rejected again. So be careful if you're trying to go long, because it's not going to last for too long. If you got any money in Chainlink is doing the same thing. It's staying between the $34 and $19 range. It is at the bottom, so if anybody's looking to pick up something, that's where I would personally do it, since I can't give any advice. Being a betting man, I would start buying some right now. Chances are it will like to take off to the 27 before dropping it. Because it is going to get bounced back down. It has a lot of push to the downside. It's definitely trying to stay above the 19. So if it goes below it or not, it'll be interesting. But I believe it'll go up first. A lot of these stocks I'm going to go up overnight before they come back down. It's an interesting setup. They're all doing almost the same pattern. If you noticed, if you have any money in mana for Decenterland, that one is still hanging in there. It's trying to stay alive. I think it's going to try to hold around the 65-cent range. It's not giving me anything going up or down. Like, it's just hanging in there, trying to stay above the 57-cent line. And if it does decide to go up, it might go to 77, maybe 80 cents before getting pushed back down again. It doesn't seem to have a lot of legs to stand on, and there's a lot of things holding it down. So we could see the next day or two just drop down to the 50-cent range. And there might be some sentiment buyers there to get some more and push it back up. If you haven't heard, Decenterland, they're doing a lot of great things in there. They're building a mall. Some company or somebody just dumped like $750 million or something like that, $750,000, sorry, to buy a mall, to build a mall in there. So definitely this coin does have future potential for all the stuff that they're doing. But I guess time will tell what the price will start going up soon or around July or something like that. Alright, next one. MATIC. Polygon. Polygon is getting to the end of his triangle here. It wants to, even though 60% does show that it wants to drop down to below the $1.12. The stocks like to make us liars. If I learned anything with time, I wouldn't be surprised if it does break above it and starts to go around to 150 all of a sudden out of nowhere, because they like to do some weird things sometimes, and this one is getting a lot of mixed signals where it wants to go, and I don't think it wants to go back down to 112. So it'll be interesting to see what it does. It might actually call me a liar. It might drop below $1.10. But I don't know. Something tells me just by what I'm seeing that it might actually spike up. All right, we'll see on that one. If you have anything on HarmonyOne, that one is still working its way down. It might work its way up to 8 cents, but it looks like it's still working its way down until it finds a comfortable bottom. So nothing, unfortunately, to say much about one right now. It's just falling slowly. Alright, sorry for that one, not much to say. Ravencoin. Ravencoin has been trying to break above. Actually, might actually start to break above. If it can get above the 741, 7 cents, about 741 above that, it might run all the way up to 8 cents. It might try to survive. Otherwise, same thing, it's also in the descending triangle. It might dip below the 6 cents before finding some sentiment buyers. But it's being crushed. And I think it really doesn't want to go down anymore. I don't see any divergence down here. This might be another coin that might decide to just pop above 7 cents and to get out of the triangle. I think it's tired of going down. Well, I guess we'll see on that one. Theta. Theta is still relaxing between $9.80 and $6. And trying to see what I'm seeing here. I'm getting some mixed signals on this one. It's got 3 support holding it down below the 847. So it looks like right now it might hit this area about 840, and it might decide to start going back down again. So it's still in this range at the moment. It's not giving me any strong signal that wants to go up. It looks like it might drop a little bit. Well, when I say a little bit, I mean down to $6, so that's not really a little bit, a couple dollars down maybe. It's not strong enough to fight to go up yet. Theta. And you got VeChain. Alright, VeChain. VeChain is doing some same thing, similar. The 50 moving average is getting away from my other ones. It might actually start running and pushing up to the 12-cent range before it gets bounced back to down. It definitely, I think, is going to be one of those trades that's going to be going up by Monday, catching a lot of people off guard, thinking that it's back on in a bull run, and then it'll probably get rejected around the 12 cents. But as of right now, it's not really strong to go up, but it will have a short boost to the upside before coming right back down and staying within the 13-cent, 9-cent range. Will it drop below the 9-cent range? There's a lot of sentiment down here, but it keeps being rejected, so it's one of those that I can't tell if it's going to stay within 9 cents or 8 cents where the buyers are. So definitely will be a short boost to the upside, most likely by Monday. Alright guys, hopefully this helped you a little bit. But just be careful on what you see, because there's going to be a lot of boost, a lot of running, but it's going to be short-lived. Alright guys, hopefully this helped you out. If you see any trades that you want me to talk about, please put them at the bottom, and I'll get to them on the next video. See you guys in the trading room.